Hi, it's Jez here from Nigezza Create, and I'm here with another charity shop haul for you. I've got three. I've done a lot of shopping, and been on holiday, and I've done holiday hauls. So yeah, I've got quite a bit. To show. So let's start with my bits of soft furnishing. I'm trying to figure out where to put my books. There we go. I need a big sort out. Still haven't done it. Right, so I got this. This was £1. Couldn't believe it, but that was £1, and I paid 50p for this. And I just thought they were interesting. And I don't use a lot of these sort of things, but I just thought that would be great. Down a spine, maybe. Down the edge of a page. I don't often do that. But 50p, I thought that would be great. And all this lot for £1. I couldn't believe it. Don't even know what I've got in this bag. But I figured £1 was worth it for what we might get. I liked the look of this. Oh, let's chuck this away, because that's just, I liked that. I thought that nicely down an edge of a page. It's not something I normally do, but I thought I might get started. Now there's a smaller bit of it. Now my sewing machine's more accessible. These were cool. Kind of made me think of Strictly, you know, sometimes when they do, is it the salsa, and they wear dresses with all these little trims and they just shimmy and shake. Loads of it. Look, again, spine, edge of pockets, loads of lovely uses. And there it is in a cream. Look at it, £1. This, ooh. Now, I'm not sure that I would actually stick all of that on something, but what I could do is take that tassel off, and then I've got a tassel for something, and then I've just got the trim without the tassel, and there's yards and yards and yards of it. And then this, likewise, I think I'd be inclined to take these tassels off. Not going to use it with them on. That's too big and bulky to go on anything. Got a bit of hiccups. But that on its own is right nice. And I could use tassels for things, probably. Or I could bin them and use just the braid. It's certainly worth it for the £1 I paid for that. Well, £1.50. Count that 50p there. That's brilliant. Right, I'm just going to shove that over there. Oh, drop my water bottle. So now let's look at our books. So I've got some books. This is the new dictionary for nurses. So I was really delighted. I've got a few sort of medical nurse based things in this haul. And I'm going to do a sort of a nursey theme journal, I think. But I really liked these. Got a bit of adverts in it for tea, of all things. And then in the front, some more tea. And I just loved this. And I'm going to get my glasses on. I'll see what date this is. I don't know, but it was 8 shillings. So, yeah. Probably around the 50s, I imagine. But lots and lots of lovely things. The Nursing Times. I used to get the Nursing Times every single week when I was a nurse. And 1934. And I kept them all for ages. I mean, decades. I kept them all, even beyond being a nurse. And then I got rid of them. And now I said that, you know, when you get rid of things, I should never throw anything away, because they were right back to 1985 I started my nurse training. So they're vintage now. Anyway, they're gone. But look, somebody's put a ring round that. So we've got army style, square bib, round bib, and dental. World's most famous uniform. So yeah, I liked this. I liked it for these quirky little bits here. I thought they would make lovely bits of ephemera. In themselves, obviously I'd have to choose back or front, unless it's out of copyright 1934, maybe not. Anyway, it's a dictionary, so that's great. So it's a nursing dictionary, so it's all sort of medical related, which I just thought would be fab. And look at that, what a great picture that. A gastropter. Never heard of one of them. But yeah, so there's a few little drawings in there. There we go. Your urinary organs, yeah, that's going on a tag. Maybe not. Maybe not, but yeah, I loved it. Loved it. So yeah, don't even know how much paid for that because there's no price in it, but it wouldn't be much. 50p a pound, I imagine. Or maybe, well, this one was £2.50, so it might mean a couple of quid. But look, I love this. This is Principal Drugs and Their Uses. We did go to the pub, I remember, after getting this, and had a right old laugh about different things. So this has got, it's 1915 on it, the London Hospital, E.L. Stevenson. Again, we've got some nice little adverts there. And poison and dangerous drugs. So liked this. We did look up a few things and we were laughing about things, but I can't remember what we found hilarious. But we did have a good old look through. I think we were looking at drugs that now we wouldn't use but would have been used back then. I got a feeling heroin was in here. Got laudanum, which is an opiate, and I remember my son being amazed that they were things that were once used. Did it have heroin? Helps if you know your alphabet, Jez. H-E. E-E. Maybe it didn't. We just led on to that in our conversation. But it was used medically when it was first developed. So, yeah, so that's that one. I like that. I like the cover as well. I thought that was quite good. Then, what have we got here? £1.75. This is The Young Visitors by Daisy Ashford. Oh, I think, was this the one that was written by a very young person? Such a long time ago. Yeah, look at it. That's the author. She's a child. I think I looked it up. She was a child. So we've got a preface there by J.M. Barrie. So 1919. I can't remember. I think I might have looked this up to see if it was out of copyright because it's lovely. The pages are quite thick and it was written by a child. I can't remember how old she was. There we are, the first page of the original manuscript. Yeah, I just thought it was wonderful, absolutely wonderful. So might read it, might get somebody else to read it and tell me all about it. The End by Daisy Ashford. I remember reading bits out and it was so sweet. Got here. Bernard Clark was the happiest of our friends, as he loved Ethel to the bitter end, and so did she him, and they had a nice house too. Which is so sweet. The End. Love it. That was a brilliant find. This I liked because I was attracted by the cover. Thought that was a very cool cover. A Family with No Name. Paid £2.50 for this. Have we got a date on this? Got some lovely pages. I do love a little bit of that. 1891. That's what we've got. There's some lovely writing there. So I'll be getting my scanner out, which is something I thought I might do next week. Get my scanner out, scan a few bits, double check first that they're all out of copyright, but nice little pictures there, which would make nice journaling cards if I can scan them and shrink them a bit. So quite war-ified, fighting, maybe a little bit not PC. So I would be a little bit choosy. Quite like that. A merry dancing of young folk. That's quite cute. Yeah, there's certain things that I wouldn't use. But some things are very lovely. So yeah, that was a very cool find for £2.50. Oh yes, Waddington's Guide to York. Love Yorks. Up the road. I was in York on Thursday and Friday. £1.75. Some lovely adverts here, which are always very cool in journals. We've got the Minster, and we've got some of the bars, which are like the gates that go into the city. It's a walled city if you are not familiar with York. So yeah, very nice. Festival of Britain 1951. The Shambles, very famous street, and it's got a couple of Harry Potter shops down there. So yeah, just a brilliant book, and some nice little plates in there. Nice pictures of the Minster and things. So yeah, I thought that was worth it, and there was enough in there to use. Oh, and I got this. I can't remember what price the guy did for it. It was only a couple of quid, I reckon. And neither of us knew what it was, but I was just attracted by the folder. I thought, oh, that looks like that might be maybe a photo album, a stamp album, but it's not. It's I don't quite know what it is, to be fair. It's lovely old paper, which I just thought would be brilliant in a journal. And then it's got these sort of drawings stuck down, which could come up. Nice bit of very vintage ephemera. Some sort of, we've got finished size, these cast sizes, I don't know, some sort of mechanical thing that they're making, but they've got these on every page. Absolutely no idea, but what a lovely bit of nice vintage ephemera to shove into a journal, was what I was thinking. I've got oodles of them. I don't have a date for it, I don't think, anywhere. But well, somebody has photocopied that. But again, that's an old photocopy as well. So even though it's a photocopy, it's a bit vintage. And that's been taped all the way around the edge. Just think it's cool. Love it. Rip it apart, use it for things. think it's wonderful. So that's a standard telescopic hinge pin link templates. So no idea what this is used for, but just so much. Maybe somebody watching this might know what this is. I have absolutely no idea, but we both decided it's interesting, rope designs, and I explained to the guy what I did. I don't think he's got a clue, but you know, we were, so lots of it. We were very happy. Got a nice little blueprint. I love that. So I'd love to know if I can scan these, because they'd be quite nice to scan and share. And then there was just a few loose bits in the back kit, and I was sort of hoping that some of these might have a date on them, but they don't. So might be able to look up some of these things to find out. And the actual folder's cool as well for use. No date on here, but this might help me date it if I can work it out. So lots of details there for looking up. Then what else did I get? Oh, I got I'm forgetting what I got because it was such a long time ago. So we've got some cartridge paper, but it's like craft paper, different colour on the back than the front, but useful. Has it got the GSM image? No, but it's probably about 100, maybe 120 GSM. So useful, putting backings on card 95p onto oh, it's got it there. So this is yeah, it's 110 GSM, so I wasn't far off, was I? I wasn't far off. And then my last things is I got these two things. One is the royal wedding, that's Princess Margaret and her husband, can't remember his name, and this was their romance. I mean, it, you know, it didn't end well, but yeah, Anthony Armstrong Jones, so that's the father of her children. And you know, I'm gonna do a royal journal. I've said this loads of times, I'm always picking up royal memorabilia, and I've got shed loads of the stuff now, so I could make absolutely loads and loads of journals about the royal family. She was stunningly beautiful, was Princess Margaret. Much more beautiful than her sister, I have to say, my opinion. So then we've got Princess Anne and, well, the king. So yeah, very, isn't she? Stunning. Very interesting. Little pictures there, going around the Commonwealth. Tour of the Caribbean. Wonder they went to Turks and Caicos, where I went. We got Trinidad there. So, yeah. Very, very, very nice book. Anyway, I won't bore you by flicking all the pages up. Look at the colour. The colour of these pages are just marvellous. Oh, look. Copy of the birth certificate. And then this is the wedding. So that will be like the romance. And this is their actual wedding day. When was it, Jess? When was it? I have no flipping idea. 1960. There we go. And look at these. So that's the Queen, and that's their parents. fabulous photos. Absolutely fabulous photos. So there we are. So obviously people do like a right royal occasion. Look, how cute are they? They are so cute. So they would have camped out at the streets to make sure that they got a good old view of them coming through in the carriage. That's what people do in the UK. So yeah. So this would, I think this complements what I've got, because I think I've got the Queen's wedding, I've got the parents' wedding, and got coronations, and so it's nice to have something from another royal to add. Very big pages. So a vision of loveliness. That's so British. Yeah. Yes, I'm not quite sure how to use those massive pages, but you know, I'm sure I'll come up with something. So, always the leader of fashion. Lots of royals were leader of fashion. Diana was as well, wasn't she? So yeah, nice little shots there. These could be, these will, you know, could be used nicely. Could make paper bags like I've recently done. They'd be on the front and they'd be on the back. So yeah, that is, look, oh, that's gorgeous. That, very lovely, very lovely. So yeah, that's me little haul. So yeah, I'm in the process of sorting out the shelves of books, so I know what I've got, and I get using them, and I know what is still copyright, so I just need to rip them up and use. I know what are valuable, so I know to not touch them, and I know which are out of copyright, so I can scan and keep the originals. So that's what I'm in the process of doing right now. And then of course we've got our little bits of softening. So yeah, I've enjoyed that. I'll be back again with a video in a few days. Okay, see you all again soon. Bye.